The nominees for the Terry Fox Award are: from basketball, Michael Provenzano. As a 3-year captain and 4-year starter for the SFU men's basketball program, Provenzano is used to leading by example and making those around him better. Provenzano led the GNAC in assists during his junior year, and in his final season finished second in the GNAC in assists with 4.1 per game. Provenzano also averaged over 11 points per game during his SFU career and helped lead Simon Fraser to a playoff berth in 2018-19. But as much as Provenzano is used to dishing out assists on the court, he's also been vital in assisting head coach Steve Hansen's development of the program. Part of what makes Provenzano's on-court success and leadership skills so impressive is the way that he worked tirelessly for everything he's done at SFU. Provenzano transferred from Lake Superior State back in 2016, and the 6-foot guard has constantly had to prove himself as an undersized player.
And that guy has just put so much time into the game that I think any coach would have time for him, because he's just going to make other people around him better just based on how he carries himself. He's treated himself like a pro for several years.
From golf, Scott Kirk. Scott is the leader of the SFU golf program, on the golf course, in the classroom, and especially in the community. For a sport where etiquette is written into the rules, Scott holds himself and his teammates to the highest standard. He is the first to practice, the last to leave, the most engaged, and the one asking questions. Scott is in tune with every aspect of being part of a team and knows when to push his teammates and when to offer support. He selflessly gives endless hours to his teammates to help them with studying, writing papers, scheduling their days, and everything else that goes along with being a high-performing varsity athlete.
He shows a level of maturity that, it's just uncommon, completely uncommon for university students to act this way, but most individuals in life, most adults, don't carry themselves with the same, grace, compassion, understanding as Scott.
From football, Tyler Wood. Tyler Wood battled through his senior season at Simon Fraser University in the face of extreme adversity. After being diagnosed with a partially torn ACL during fall training camp, Wood was faced with one of the toughest decisions of his life. Does he attempt to play through the injury and help lead a young group of offensive linemen in his final season? Or does he sit out a year in hopes that he could return the following year? In the end, Tyler decided to play out his senior season as scheduled, and despite his injury, Wood would put together a remarkable season as he played at an all-conference level and helped lead a young group of offensive linemen by example. After the 4th game of the season, Tyler was diagnosed with yet another partial tear of his ACL, this time in his other knee, but Tyler would persevere nonetheless. Despite having to be helped back on the bus by his teammates after every game, Tyler did not miss a snap during his senior year and was named to the All-GNAC team at the conclusion of the regular season.
Definitely, I know our guys on the offensive line and definitely the offensive side really look to him for his leadership and his mentorship, just because they saw he was a fighter and he never quit. He just never gave up. And even though he was banged up and he was hurt, and there's a lot of times he probably shouldn't have played, I think that was the warrior about him. The guys seen that this was a guy that just would never quit, would never stop, and was going to give it all. If he could walk, he was going to play.